Alright, so boom, turn me up, don't turn me down. We back at it with another video today. We got the most embarrassing team I've ever seen. Ever. I just reacted to the Toronto Maple Leafs going against the Florida Panthers Game 7. And what I thought in the intro of that video was going to be a good game. I was happy. And then towards the end of the video, I wasn't happy no more. I was starting to get upset and sad. But let's go ahead and check out this video right here, man.
I didn't think it could get any worse.
I'm on the man
but somehow
Hector Hockey channel, so his channel's gonna be in the description down below. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already.
Game 7, season on the line, everything to play for, and what do? They lay down, they roll over, and they let the Panthers come into their barn and dance on their grave. It was pathetic, embarrassing, a full team disappearing act in real time. From the opening puck drop, you could feel it. They just didn't.
I ain't gonna pause too much. I'm gonna let Hector, speak and all that. But I wouldn't even be upset and sad if it was like a competitive game. Like, that's all I wanted was a competitive game, not a blowout. That was the last thing that was coming in my mind. Pause. Going into like reacting to this game, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? We might even go into overtime. Who knows? But like, this type of performance is just unacceptable right here for the Maple Leafs, man.
Have it. No urgency, no fight, no heart. Just the familiar script playing out for the 1,000,000th time. We've seen this movie far too many times. Game 7 heartbreak is practically a franchise tradition at this point. But this was something new. And Leafs Nation, they're fed up. Jerseys were on the ice, boos were raining down.
That's crazy.
The same core, the same script, the same tragic ending. And now, there's no more patience, no more excuses.
Can we talk about this right here though? Like, the jersey, throwing the jersey on the ice? Yo, you paid your hard-earned money. That's how you know, like, yo, it's some Maple Leafs fans, they don't give a fuck. Them jerseys cost like what, like $200-300? They just literally just threw $200-300 just like that on the ice. Like, that's how you know they just threw with the team. Like,
down the same core, the same
jersey
script,
on the ice is
crazy.
ending.
And now there's no more patience, no more excuses. Just the same tired core and the same tired result, and a fan base that's sick of watching this team fold when it matters most. This wasn't just a loss, it was a reminder that nothing's really changed. Different year, same story, and if you've been watching this team long enough, you knew exactly how it was going to end. Let's rewind, because this collapse didn't start in Game 7, it's been building for years.
So he said you knew exactly how it was going to be. If you don't know already, you new to my channel, I literally just started reacting to hockey, like, not even reacting to hockey, acknowledging hockey like 3-4 months ago, the latest. Like, I'm still new to hockey. Like, it's still a lot that I don't know about. Yo, for the offseason for hockey, we definitely got to, like, run back history. Like, just because hockey for the playoffs and regular season gonna be over, it don't mean I ain't gonna get no more hockey until October or whenever it starts back. Like, bro, we gotta look back at the throwback stuff that been going on with hockey too, man. Cause there's some crazy shit right here.
2013, up 4-1 in the
Damn, this shit been going on since 2013? What the fuck?
The original trauma, the one that broke an entire generation of Leafs fans.
Why ain't nobody tell me
they're back
this?
in the playoffs, but it's Boston again, up 4-3 in the third period, but they lose 7-4. 2019, guess who? A chance to finally get over the hump, and they no-showed. Lost 5-1, outclassed, out of answers. 2020, outworked, outscored, bounced from the playoffs in a winner-takes-all Game 5 by a team with no stars, no momentum, and no business winning. 2021, gone, just like that. Game 5, loss. Game 6, loss. Game 7, lifeless, against a team that barely made the playoffs. 2022, had them on the ropes, couldn't finish, another Game 6 collapse, and another Game 7 failure. 2023, they finally break the curse and win a round, but they get steamrolled by Florida in 5 games. 2020.
What does he mean by break a curse and finally won? So you telling me when... So it's been just the Maple Leafs just going to the playoffs and losing in the first round. He just said broke a curse. They finally got out of the first round. So you telling me they just kept losing in the first round? Yo, this shit crazy.
4. Hope you didn't forget about the Bruins. Another Game 7 overtime loss.
They lost Game 7.
And now 2025.
What the fuck?
The Leafs came out strong, actually, taking a 2-0 lead in the series against Florida, and by Game 3,
they were
up 3-1, in a great position to give themselves a commanding 3-0 series lead. It was the perfect chance to seize control, put the Panthers away, and put them on the ropes. But instead, they choked. the Leafs let the lead slip away, and with it, their grip on the series. Game 3 slipped through their fingers in a devastating loss, followed by a deflating defeat in Game 4, which leveled the series and shifted all the momentum to Florida. Then came Game 5, a chance to take back control of the series at home, but the Leafs showed up flat-footed, lifeless, lacking any sense of urgency or fight. The Panthers smelled blood and took full advantage, dominating every aspect of the game while the Leafs just watched helplessly as their season slipped away. They somehow, though, responded and got a...
Yo, y'all want to know what's crazy? What was the final? Wasn't it 6-1 too, bro? The same score? Bro, oh my God, it's the same treatment they got Game 5 in this game. It's the same treatment they got Game 7, bro. And Bo was at home. Like, yo, this is like a scary movie. And I'm not talking about those like bootlegged scary movies that say they're scary movies, but they're not scary movies. Like, this is some scary ass shit right here, y'all. This is some real life scary ass shit.
Slipped away. They somehow, though, responded and got a shutout win on Florida's home turf to extend the series to 7 games. But if you guys paid any attention earlier in the video, you know that the Leafs in Game 7s are not the best of friends. Game 7 rolled around, and it wasn't just a loss, it was a complete collapse. From puck drop, the Leafs were just outworked, outclassed, and second to every puck. The fans' frustration boiled over. Jerseys were thrown on the ice like they were waving the white flag. When your own fans are literally giving up before the final buzzer, it's clear this wasn't just another choke, it was a full-on funeral. Not just for their season, but for the Maple Leafs as we know it, because there will be changes coming next season. You could feel slip away the moment Florida scored in Game 7. The energy drained, the fight disappeared, and it was all over before it really even started. This team folds under pressure, and not just a little bit, they collapse completely like a lawn chair folding. From the very first shift, the Panthers dominated every inch of the ice. Every loose puck, every 50-50 battle, every forecheck, Florida won all of them. Meanwhile, the Leafs reacted like deer in headlights, panicking, making rush decisions, and turning the puck over far too often. Playoff hockey demands grit, toughness, and composure under pressure. The Leafs had none of it, and they've had none of it for a while. Instead, they looked soft, hesitant, and outmatched in every physical and mental battle. Matthews and Marner...
Man, Austin Matthews was a disappointment, man. He got like what? He got like 1 goal the whole series? Damn near the whole playoffs he wasn't really doing nothing for it, right? Am I tripping? Maple Leafs fans, I want y'all to comment down below. NHL fans too. What does the Maple Leafs need to do in this offseason to win it all next season? I'm going to read the comments. What do the Maple Leafs have to do in this offseason? Make trades, sign somebody. What do they have to do to win a championship next year? Go. Write it down in the comments.
Sat on the bench with looks of frustration, unable to change the tide. The lack of heart was clear, and when your best players can't will the team to fight harder, that's when you lose. This was a complete breakdown. No passion, no energy, no answers, and that's why the Leafs lost the series. When you break down the numbers behind this collapse, the story is even more brutal than what you saw on the ice. Mitch Marner, the supposed offensive catalyst, managed just 5 points in the 7-game series. And that stat looks pretty generous given his countless brutal turnovers and poor puck management. He was weak on the puck, indecisive, and lacked any real backbone when it mattered most. Playoff Marner isn't some heightened version of his regular season self like it should be, it's just regular season Marner with the fear dialed up. The hesitation, the missed passes, the giveaways, they all added up to a disaster that crippled the team's attack. Then there's Austin Matthews, the highest paid player in the entire NHL. He delivered...
The fuck did he just say?
Then there's Austin Matthews, the highest paid player in the entire NHL.
Oh, hell no. Maple Leafs fans, y'all telling me right now, I just watched wow. Yo, shout out to my mans right here, man. Subscribe to this channel if y'all haven't already. You're telling me right now that I'm watching the highest player, the highest player contract. He has the most money. Hold up.
Then there's Austin Matthews, the highest paid player in the entire...
The highest paid player in the NHL was a no-show. There ain't nah. Hey, somebody got to burn Austin Matthews' contract up. I'm sorry. Y'all got to burn it in front of his face. You got to. There's no way in defending this. He was a no-show, bro. How you the highest paid player and you wasn't even turning up for your team? This shouldn't have happened. You gotta, if you the highest paid player, I'm sorry. You gotta give me some goals, some assists. Like, I need, how much points did Austin Matthews have this entire playoff run? Somebody let me know. It can't be more than 10. There's no way. Is it even more than 5? I don't know. I can't recall.
NHL. He delivered just 4 points and a single goal in 7 games. For a player earning north of $13 million a season, disappearing in the playoffs isn't just disappointing, it's pretty much unacceptable. The player who should be carrying the team on his back vanishes when the pressure is at its highest. John Tavares, the oldest member of the core four, was supposed to be the emotional and on-ice leader. Instead, he produced just 2 goals and 0 assists, effectively making him invisible for much of the series. No leadership, no impact, no clutch moments, just radio silence. Meanwhile, William Nylander stood out as the lone spark of energy and effort. With 6 points in the series, he was the only one consistently driving play, creating chances, and showing up night after night. His buzz and determination were the only positives in a sea of disappointment. If anyone deserves credit, it's Nylander, but one player's grit can only do so much. Looking at the Core 4's Game 7 numbers from the past few seasons, it only highlights the larger issue. Matthews had 0 goals and 3 assists in 5 Game 7s. Marner had
the big four for the Leafs in Game 7s. Austin Matthews, 0 goals, 3 assists in 5 games. Mitch Marner, 0 goals, 2 assists in 5 games. William Nylander, 2 goals, 4 points in 5 games. John, 1 goal, 1 point in 3 games. Damn, bro. So Maple Leafs, they be looking at Game 7 like it's... Wow, they're just looking at it like it's just like what's that? What's Superman weakness, kryptonite, bro? Like that's how Maple Leafs looking at this Game 7s every time they see it. Like it's kryptonite, bro.
Had no goals and 2 assists in 5 games. Nylander contributed 2 goals and 4 points in the 5 games, and Tavares scored 1 goal with just 1 point in 3 games. These numbers tell a story of a team relying on star players who not only failed to rise to the occasion, but often failed to even show up. The stats don't lie. This was a collective offensive failure, a crumbling of confidence, and a team that simply didn't have the firepower or composure to win when it counted most. You can't even make this up. The Toronto Maple Leafs have now lost 8 straight elimination games, 8 chances to prove they belong, and 8 times they've folded under that pressure. Statistically, the odds of losing 8 winner-take-all games in a row are about 1 in 345.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Maple Leafs fans, y'all curse. Yeah, that just explained everything. I wish I knew this in the beginning before I made my playoff prediction video. I would have said, oh yeah, y'all curse. There ain't no way. Even CutOffNate can't lift up the curse. I'm sorry. But I mean, maybe I could have, because every other sport, y'all want to know what's crazy? Every other sport that I predicted, because I just started on this channel, like 2 years ago? Like, I'm still new to YouTube on this channel. I just started this channel 2 years ago. Yo, every playoff prediction that I made has been true. For the Super Bowl, for Baseball World Series, like, I done got it right the whole time. This is my first L. The Maple Leafs just got me my first L, bro, for playoff prediction videos. That's crazy. If I seen this and if I knew that, I would have never said that they would have won, bro. Because if I seen this, I would have been like, yeah, they're cursed. They're cursed. Damn. Now I really wish y'all did win that Game 7, bro. Now it hurts me more that the Maple Leafs didn't go on and win the Stanley Cup championship. Maple Leafs fans deserve to win, bro. They deserve to see their team win a championship. But if I had to like compare y'all to like any other sport, for NFL, for sure, y'all are the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all are the Dallas Cowboys of hockey. The Cowboys, they haven't won anything since the 90s. Y'all haven't won anything since the 90s too, right? Yeah. Yeah.
5. That's not just improbable, it's almost comical. But the Leafs, they're just built different, and unfortunately, it's in the worst possible way. A franchise seemingly cursed to choke when it matters most, rewriting the definition of disappointment with every single loss in the postseason. So where the hell do they even go from here? Because from where we're sitting, it's looking pretty bad. Mitch Marner probably just played his last game as a Toronto Maple Leaf. You just cannot justify another huge deal for him when all he's done is vanish when it matters most. He's an elite.
I would say you want to join my Sharks, but like my man just said, you be vanishing when it matters the most. And I don't need that from my Sharks, so hey, I'll pass.
Regular season playmaker, sure, but come playoff time, he shrinks and he kind of sucks. No goals in another Game 7 and somehow still trusted to lead.
But knowing my Sharks, we need all the help we could get, so I don't know.
This era of Leafs hockey needs to end. Then there's John Tavares. He turns 35 soon, his contract's up, and he's coming off a great regular season, which makes things worse because now he'll want another bag. But can you really keep paying for leadership that never shows up in elimination games? Unless he takes a massive hometown discount, it's probably time to move on. But the only guy that they have to keep is Matthew Knies. His contract is up, and he's one of the few players that actually looked like he belonged out there. Strong on the puck, battled hard, and showed flashes of playoff DNA. A rare bright spot in this roster. I'd give this guy $12 million 100 times out of 100 before I paid Marner another cent. And at this point, it's not just about tweaks, it's not about depth, it's not even about injuries. It's about identity, and the identity of this team is failure. Consistent, historic, stomach-turning failure when the lights are brightest. And unless someone in that front office is willing to detonate the whole thing, they're going to be right back here next year with the same questions, the same heartbreak, and the same punchline. Every season, we say this has to be rock bottom. And every year, the Toronto Maple Leafs find a new basement that's darker, colder, and somehow even more depressing than the last. What's left isn't just a group of underachieving players, it's a franchise that feels fundamentally broken. And the question that echoes louder with each passing year, how do you ever recover from this?
You don't. You just gotta keep on failing every single year. That's what it's looking like for the Maple Leafs. You don't recover from this. You just gotta keep failing. And just hope one year, one season is gonna be our season. If I'm the Maple Leafs, if I'm the owner of the Maple Leafs, I don't know. Do I clear a house? You just might have to, bro. Just get a new everything. I might even just change the name of the team, bro. Just delete the whole franchise. I'm serious, bro. You might, I'm dead ass. This team might be cursed. What did y'all do? Maple Leafs fans, what did y'all do? Y'all had to do something for y'all to be this cursed. It's something behind the scenes I don't know about. I gotta do more research on these Toronto Maple Leafs, man. It's something y'all did. Y'all had to do something. But hey, man, comment down below how y'all felt about the Toronto Maple Leafs out of the playoffs, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man.